Hi everyone, welcome to week 4. For this week we're going to look at chapter 10 and how chapter 10 uses the rate of return concepts covered in the previous chapters along with the concept of the weighted average cost of capital to develop a corpus cost of capital for use in capital budgeting. We'll begin with an overview of WACCs using Allight's capital structure to differentiate among book value, market value, and target capital structure, that weights that must be used in calculating the firm WACC. We next explain how to estimate the cost of each component of capital and how to put the components together to determine the WACC. We go to discuss factors that affect the WACC and how to adjust the cost of capital for risk. As you'll notice, risk is very important in most of these analyses that we look at. We conclude the chapter with a discussion on some of the problems with the cost of capital estimates. This is a relatively straightforward chapter, as for most part, it's a direct application of the time value concept we first discussed in chapter 5. We point out that capital budgeting is to a company what buying stocks or bond is to an individual, an investment decision. When the company wants to know if the expected value of the cash flows is greater than the cost of the project, and whether or not the expected rate of return on the project exceeds the cost of funds required to do the project. We cover a lot of topics this week, but the standard capital budgeting procedures, MPV, IRR, MIRR, payback, and discount payback are very important. At this point, you should basically know who have not mastered time value concepts, because that's really the concept we're going to be looking at, and how to use those calculators more efficiently. Most of the students in the course have mastered those tools and concepts and have fun with them for the application because they can see what is happening and the usefulness of what they are learning. This chapter covers some important but relatively technical topics. Note too that this chapter is more modular than most. The major sections are discrete, hence they can be omitted with the loss of continuity. Therefore, we're experiencing a time crunch. So make sure to really focus on the application of the concepts to do well.